Hi everyone, Sarah here with my week 9 update following the ketogenic diet. This is about the fourth time that I've tried to record this and my normal things keeps messing up, so I'm trying it in a different program and crossing fingers that it'll work this time. But yeah, I've had a pretty good week, staying pretty close to everything, sort of just following on like normal, but also experimenting with some fasting, which I'll talk a little bit about. And then, yeah, had a bit of a big day yesterday, which wasn't perfect, so might be having a few consequences of that today. But yeah, that I'm really not unhappy about it, because I feel that it was relatively controlled, compared to how I might have normally been. And yeah, so I'm feeling, yeah, quite good, that this is like one of the biggest days that I'll have in. That was my birthday, and had a work party and a Christmas party, like a friend's Christmas party, all on the same day. And I reckon I stayed pretty close, to my macros, not too far over. So that, yeah, I think I did all right. So, and I'm pretty happy with that. So that the work function, there was just plates on, a buffet sort of style, not buffet, banquet style. So that there was about 12 or something dishes on each big table, and about two of those I think were keto friendly. So I mostly stuck to those two dishes, which was a Tongan raw fish dish, which is really nice, called otaika. And that's in raw fish cooked in citrus with coconut cream. And then, yeah, there was some lamb that was reasonably fatty that seemed to be pretty plain, like didn't seem to have much of a sauce or anything. So I just had a few pieces of lamb. And I did have a couple of small pieces of battered fish that, about chicken nugget size, just because they looked really appetizing. And they had a nice, mayonnaise sort of dipping sauce. So I had those, and just decided that I would. But it's not too bad. I wanted to just say sorry about the wind. You can see in the background everything's moving because it's just really windy here. But we've got the doors open because it's also reasonably hot. So that's nice to have the breeze come through. Um, but yeah, so not too bad. And then my friend's party after that, there was a whole lot of food that was sort of like a potluck, and I brought a chocolate mousse tart, which was a low carb one. I'll include the link to the recipe I found in the description below. But everybody really enjoyed that, because it just tasted really good, and nobody knew that it was diet food or anything. That Yeah, it was a really good option if you're looking for something decadent to cook for a celebration, or something that's reasonably keto friendly. Then that's a good option. Um, yeah, and that I did have one piece of gingerbread, or one gingerbread cookie, that my friend made, just because I know that it would be really nice, and I really like gingerbread and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, all in all, not too bad considering the events that were on and everything. So I'm pretty happy. But I stupidly forgot to test my blood glucose this morning, because I would have been interested to see what happened. Because I forgot to say, I think I was drinking my own vodka and soda that I brought with me to all those events. Yeah, but I don't think I had too much in the end, like that my concoction wasn't that strong or anything, because I didn't feel the effects of alcohol or anything. But it just gave me something to drink that I knew was on plan. Um, but yeah, I didn't test, unfortunately, so I'm not quite sure what it did to my sugars. And then this morning I did have a bit of leftover stuff, and yeah, I feel that I've gone like a little bit overboard. But because it was a special occasion, I'm not feeling sorry about it. And that I think that it'll only take me a couple of days to get back on track, which is perfectly fine by me. Um, but yeah, but that brings in fasting, that I think is going to be a really useful tool for me to, manage, having like a few treat things sometimes or whatever, and just be, yeah, a useful tool to bust out, when you've got a few days with nothing socially planned, or, like a few quiet days. So that's really easy to fast, or even a few busy days, because it's actually really convenient not to have to think about cooking or food or anything. You just don't eat. So I did about a 39-hour fast. I think it was on Tuesday, I think, or Monday to Tuesday lunchtime or something. But yeah, that wasn't too bad, and I didn't feel that hungry or anything, and yeah, felt really sort of clean and good afterwards. And certainly the scales had gone down really, dipped really low, but I didn't expect it to all stay off or anything. But yeah, to get into that, I'm down 1.2 kilos officially this week, so I'm weighing in at 108.9, or 240 pounds, and that's, or like down 2.64 pounds. But certainly I've seen the scales go to the 107s earlier in the week, when I think it was after the fast, because I think I did another 24-hour one later in the week. But yeah, that it was kind of entertaining, and like I didn't feel bad in my body or anything from doing that or using that tool. So it's something I think I'm going to employ quite regularly, and just see how I go. But yeah, I'm really happy with 1.2, especially considering yesterday that I might be up a little bit, just from the slightly higher carb foods yesterday. Um, and yeah, I'm down 3.2 centimeters this week. So with my measurements, I've decided to just do it monthly, just because it's a bit of a pain converting everything to inches and stuff for videos, and I don't think there's significant enough of a difference to be of interest every week. So I'm just gonna, like, I'll take the measurements for myself, but I'm just gonna take, report measurements monthly, so there'll be more significant changes, and that sort of thing. But yeah, on Tuesday we're headed back to Australia for Christmas. So next week's video will come to you from Hobart, Tasmania, which I'm quite excited about, but also quite nervous, as I was saying last week, about the comforts of childhood home, and the foods that might come with it. But yeah, focusing on all the mushrooms and smoked salmon and stuff that I can enjoy, instead of all the chocolate that's going to be readily available and stuff that's not here. Um, but yeah, feeling pretty good. And yeah, really excited about 1.2, for, like, I'm not in the early stages of this diet anymore, or this way of eating, so that 1.2 is really solid, I think, and if I can keep that up, then that'll be good. And just the final thing is I've joined a couple of diet bets, which is just interesting. I haven't done one before, where you sort of pledge money, and if you meet the target, then you get returns, from the people who didn't meet the target, kind of thing. So yeah, I've joined one that finishes in early January, that you're supposed to lose 4.4 kilos by early January. So I'm really going to have to pull my finger out to make that target. But I think using fasting and stuff is going to help. But I was hoping that it would help to keep me under control over the Christmas break. And then I've joined a 6-month one where it's 10% weight loss in 6 months, which I think is completely doable at this pace. And yeah, just thought it might be a bit of fun and something to keep me on track, and also the takings from the 6-month one might help with little rewards along the way, in that you might have a little bit of cash come in at monthly intervals, which you can use to do nice things. But yeah, I hope you're navigating the holiday parties alright, and thinking of ways around, and I hope you feel proud of yourself, even if you have just slightly less than you would have had previously or something. That's still a victory in my book. But yeah, have a great week, and I'll see you from Australia next week.